What's going on, guys? Stribbers here, and welcome to episode 12 of PGR2 Road to Platinum. In the last episode we started the Roadster series and we did the first 4 events and completed those on Platinum, so we're going to continue with this series today and we're going to do an overtake to start things off with. In all of these events we'll be using the AC427. It's the car used on Platinum for the whole series, the best in the group by quite a distance. So we're starting with 7 cars to overtake in 4 minutes. And this is in Sydney. Quite a twisty track, this one. Especially in this car. Obviously it's very, very quick, but the handling isn't the best. It takes quite a bit of getting used to. You've got to be quite gentle with the throttle as well. It tends to drift coming out of corners and it's quite easy to lose control. So the cars we'll be overtaking in this race are the sport utility cars. So we just go past the Volvo there, Volvo XC90, and on this straight we're coming up to the Chevrolet SSR, I think. So flying past that, 2 cars already. The first couple cars are always quite easy to overtake. So in this bit you can fly through here and just ease off the throttle slightly. And come around this right hand long bend leading into this left hander that you can brake slightly, and then on this next bit you want to go on the outside of these 2 barriers and then follow the car there and go to the left, because the next corner is a right hander. And I had to brake slightly just so I didn't crash into this Ford, but you can go around here full speed usually. Coming up to this corner where you slam on the brakes, follow the racing line there, and you can go through there. Not too bad, not too bad. So in this bit, you can fly up there, leading onto the straight and the finish line. So it's quite a wide track actually. It's not too bad. There's quite a few wide sections. It's nice. Taking that corner nicely there, right on the limit there. Flying past another Chevrolet. So it's 4 cars down, 2 minutes 10 left. See, it's quite wide, so just use the limits of the track, go nice and wide out. Same again. Scraping the wall there, could have done that a little better, but not too bad. Onto another straight. There's quite a few straights on this track, to be honest, so it's quite handy to overtake the cars when you can on the straight. As you see, I just crashed into that Mercedes there, which forced us into the barrier, so there goes our clean race, but we're still doing okay even with the crash. I was doing alright up until that point, so I decided not to restart. Come around there nicely, again on the right hand side of this, go to the left through here. I think that's a roundabout. We go over there, come up to the BMW X5. I just twitched to avoid him there. You can go full speed round there. There's 2 times we've overtaken a car on that exact point. Using the limit here, and you can just brake slightly there. Collided with the barrier twice. Not the best corner there, but I thought we've got a minute to catch this last car, so I thought we should be able to do it, even if I didn't take those corners very well. Taking that corner nicely, leading us into the straight, and we can see the final car in the distance. Just under 45 seconds to go. Braking into this corner, taking that very conservatively there, probably because I crashed in the few corners before. Scraped that barrier but didn't properly crash, and then we're flying past the Porsche Cayman there, the first car. 25 seconds to go, so we'll just skip this to the end. And you see I was quite far ahead of that Porsche in the end, so even with a couple crashes, 2 or 3 crashes, still quite doable. The overtakes are generally quite easy, to be honest, compared to a lot of the other races. But jumping straight into a timed run for the next one. What colour are we going for? Going for a lighter blue. 2 minutes 55 for hard, 2 minutes 40.5 for platinum. So we're in Edinburgh for this one. Now this was quite a difficult one. 2 laps obviously makes it more difficult. but there's a section, as you can see on the mini-map, towards the bottom left. It's very twisty and turny, and it's not an easy section to do in this car. First half of the track isn't too bad at all. If it's just normal corners and you can accelerate round them and then out into a straight, it's not too bad. This bit's okay, even though it is a little tight. And then you can let off the accelerator slightly, then fly through here. Now this bit coming up, you need to take this quite carefully, because you can lift off quite a bit, and then if you're accelerating it can tend to spin you out. But this bit's the very tight bit where you've got to be conservative with the throttle. Try not to spin out, try not to waste time by power sliding everywhere. Just really be gentle with the throttle and ease it on slightly, because it does suffer from understeer sometimes, this car as well, due to that. But leading us up to the second final straight, so you can floor it down here, then brake, cut it nicely on the inside, using the limits of the track, and then accelerate through here. So for the first lap, got a 119.9. So if we get another lap like that, we should do it. Come around there nicely. Again, this part of the track isn't too bad. Make sure you take the corners nice and tight. Follow the racing line. That wasn't brilliant. Went over the apex, went on two wheels, and of course that's alters how you steer. You can't steer as early on, so you're on two wheels and you go straight. So here you got to lift off the throttle. If you go full speed down there, it's very, very easy to spin out, even if it is mostly straight. Try not to spin out around here. Taking a good line around there. Flying over to the left so you can cut into this corner. Full speed around there. I was very conservative around there. But we are coming up to the last corner now, and the clock is ticking now, 10 seconds. Going on two wheels there, but just managing to stay on the limits of the track, and that was a 120.2, I believe, that lap. So it's slightly slower, 0.4 of a second slower, but still managed to do it. Not by much at all though. 0.2 of a second. But again, on Platinum, it's always going to be a fine margin that you pass by. But 2 out of 4 done for this episode. Jumping into a cone challenge, so we're going to use AC again, obviously. Going for white with blue stripes. 19,200 kudos as opposed to 3,400 for hard. So this was quite hard, to be honest, this cone challenge. If you look at the track, it's very twisty and turny. 2 laps, obviously a lot of kudos you need, so you need the full combo for the whole race. So you've got to be really conservative. This bit you want to sort of stop, and you go through a clean section there, but you can get a nice power slide coming out of there. And you want to do a little power slide in there, because you will, unless you get a good line actually. Good line or power slide, usually you have to be going quite quick to get a good line usually. So the power slide is the nicest, the safest option for most of the corners, because you have to go quite quick to get a nice line, so you might not be going the speed, so you might miss the combo. Clean section there. Again, it's just all about, you have to drive quick, but don't be crazy with the throttle. Don't fly through, don't take too many risks. You've got to be slightly conservative. It's all about keeping that combo and getting in as many slides as you can, where possible. So, coming up to the first lap, we're on a combo of 62. Again, so this bit you can kind of you accelerate through here, but then this bit you either can brake or ease off the throttle, whichever you want. It's too easy to crash if you just fly through this bit. Brake early here, get a nice slide in, there's plenty of room there, make sure not to hit the wall either side. Flying through this bit, do a little power slide through there again, very nearly screwed that up there. House slide through this bit, cone gate, next cone gate, house slide again. Very nearly hit the cone. Ooh, and again. Still doing okay. Flying into a clean section. Easing off the throttle here. You don't want to be bouncing around the apexes on this bit. Power slide. Oh no, I didn't power slide there. You can go quickly enough around there, but power sliding here, that's an important one to do. Braking there, and nearly at the finish now with a combo of 116. Little power slide to finish it off. 120 combo, 19,000 plus the clean race. 20,000, just over 20,000. So we did pass that quite comfortably. 816 kudos. And we ranked up. 30 more kudos tokens there. Rank 28. Doing okay. They did take quite a few attempts, that cone challenge though. They're always very difficult. You've got to be quite perfect with your driving there. And you tend to get a bit nervous towards the end of the race. You don't want to mess up that streak. So, but we're in a one-on-one now. In Edinburgh, of course it's against the AC427. If it was against any other car, it'd be far too easy. So 2 laps of this race. Able to cut on the inside of them there. He let us through them. So, keeping ahead here. This is, I believe, is this one of the first races we've had in the rain? In this car as well, this power slidey car, you've got to be extra conservative with the throttle. If you weren't already. You can see there, it's nearly spinning out there. But the AI has a tough time driving in this condition as well, in the rainy conditions, so you're both struggling for grip at all times. But luckily it's not too long a race, this one, only 2 laps. And he's 1 second behind, so if you manage to get past him on the first corner, because he does go a little bit wide, you can cut on the inside and then just defend your lead from there. Braked a little bit too much there. Learning the track, going this way in the rain. Power sliding out there, but straight on to the last straight before the start. Keeping that 1 second, 1.2 seconds now, so we're keeping that distance. And I was completely sideways through that corner. That's what happens if you brake and then accelerate straight away. Keeping that lead, not doing too bad. And obviously, where the the racing line is, and you can see the tyre marks. When you're in the wet, you want to brake sooner for obvious reasons. You can see the car behind, 3.6 seconds. So he must have messed up a corner or something. 2 wheels there. But it's looking like it's going to be a comfortable win. The AI really does have a difficult time driving in the wet. With any car, I might add, actually. But especially this car with its crazy power sliding. 3.5 seconds behind he is now. So, doing this lap a lot better. I think I managed to do this on my 2nd attempt, this race. So, I didn't learn the track too much. So those last corners I do better on the 2nd attempt, the 2nd lap. On the home straight, he's miles behind there. So another platinum medal in the bag, plus the clean race. Fastest lap as well, which you'd hope. 1,380 kudos and 6,380 altogether. So guys, that's going to do it for this episode. So in the next episode, we'll be finishing this series with a street race, speed camera, and a final street race. And then we'll do the first event that we do unlock in the next series. So I hope you enjoy, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.